And in my personal opinion, $337 billion is a low ball. I've shown you guys the actual valuation of the DeFi space and where it currently sits in the now to show you all that we are early. Now, I've also shown you all proof from a large organization like the Bank of International Settlements confirming that they themselves think that DeFi has future potential, right? So I'm not just making this up. Now let's dive into some recent developments. This is from Velodrome that was posted 6 days ago where they're talking about the Velodrome and Superchain on Optimism. This is monumental, and this is going to tie us into Metallicus XPR. So pay attention, right? Especially if you're an XPR holder. So we're going to get into this. We're going to read a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of time. Sit back, relax, and just enjoy the highlights. The Velodrome Superchain beta will begin its rollout over the next few weeks. Our first development on Mode will mark the beginning of a broad expansion across the OP stack layer 2 chains that make up the Superchain, in collaboration with Mode and many other layer 2 partners soon to be announced. That's a key highlight. I'm actually going to change the color of that because look at what happens later on as we go through these fundamentals. Velodrome will fuel the growth of the Superchain and seamlessly connect liquidity across the ecosystem, which is why I'm heavily invested and involved in Velodrome. And if you don't know what that is, do some research. Again, why we're creating the DeFi University so you can get educated on what Velodrome even is, because it's a sleeping giant, in my personal opinion, that a lot of people are not paying attention to. In this article, we'll lay out the timeline and details for Velodrome's Superchain evolution. So let's jump in. The Optimism Superchain is designed to scale Ethereum to onboard billions of users by offering a user experience as intuitive as a mobile app. That is massive right there, because why? We know that we're in the process of going through the onboarding of the next 500 million users to equate to a billion, and they want to play a role in that. Combining the security of Ethereum's base layer with the benefits of layer 2 networks, high transaction throughput, low transaction fees, and verticalization, dang, that was a big word, nailed that one, the Superchain solves common scalability issues while ensuring a smooth UX through seamless interoperability. I love that word. Optimism Superchain vision stands out as the most credible for realizing comprehensive Ethereum scaling. Both general purpose and application-specific layer 2s will contribute to a vibrant ecosystem that benefits from the Superchain's horizontal scaling. Stick around. Again, towards the end of this video breakdown, I'm going to show you guys why this is all so important and relative to the initial post that started this whole entire video. Okay? Then it goes on to talk about how Velodrome's path to the Superchain. As MetaDex, Velodrome combines the best of Curve, Convex, Uni v2, and Uni v3. If you don't know what those are, you should get hip. Into a single streamlined protocol, Velodrome will enable the Superchain's vision by serving as the central liquidity and trading hub across the network of layer 2s, ensuring core pairs have ample liquidity needed to develop their ecosystems. That's massive. Velodrome will evolve to a chain-level incentive layer, starting with a self-contained Superchain AMM implementation and expanding to a fully integrated MetaDex as follows. And it goes on to give the full entire process of how they plan to do this. Now, then it goes on to talk about the optimistic vision. The Superchain represents a pivotal shift in the landscape of Ethereum scaling, offering a comprehensive, security-focused, and efficient framework that not only enhances user experience, but also aligns closely with the ethos of decentralization and public goods. Velodrome will be working closely with the OP Labs in designing interoperability for the Superchain and expect early developments later this year. Velodrome is dedicated to being the cornerstone of liquidity and is uniquely positioned to empower chains and protocols on the path to an integrated, user-centric Superchain future. I know that that was all a mouthful, and people that don't understand this lingo are probably like, what the F are you talking about? Let me show you, okay? Here is the website on Optimism. You can go and read a little bit about the Superchain, educate yourself, but let me show you the more important part, the juicy part, especially if you're an XPR holder, right? Metallicus unveils Metal Layer 2 joining the Optimism Superchain. What? And this is from May 9th, 2024. As of time of recording this video breakdown, that is today's date. And you remember 6 days ago, what did Velodrome say? If we scroll back up here, Layer 2 partners are soon to be announced. So there are ongoing developments and they're telling the world about this. This is 6 days ago. This is now today. So let's read about this because this is massive. Metallicus, a leader in compliant blockchain financial technology, has announced the launch of its Layer 2 banking solution. What? Metal Layer 2 joining the Optimism Superchain alongside Coinbase's base network, WorldCoin, Frax, and others. That's a massive statement right there. You should be paying attention, considering the fact that I just showed you decentralized finance is considerably undervalued right now. Okay. Like I'm just saying, people, you got to wake up. It's not just about XRP and XLM and HBAR all the dang time. There are other things happening. And this is a massive, massive development that's happening in the digital asset ecosystem. Metal Layer 2 uniquely positions itself within the ecosystem by providing direct connections to banks, payment partners, and comprehensive on-chain identity solutions, critical components necessary to scale in Web3, while maintaining rigorous compliance, a core part of Metallicus' mission to build the world's most customer-centric digital asset banking network. Wow. The connectivity is enabled through Metal's Layer 2 interoperability with Metal blockchain, a Layer 0 blockchain solution developed by Metallicus specifically for banks, credit unions, and financial institutions, right? Everybody's so focused on XRP. Everybody's so focused on XLM. Well, check this out, right? They're, again, developing all of this specifically for banks, credit unions, financial institutions, and it's happening. So I'm going to stop boring you guys to death. Why I highlighted this key part right here, aside from the CEO, Marshall Hayner, going on to mention their goal and how it's to integrate their seamless fiat on-ramp, offering the lowest fees in the superchain, and to connect to Metallicus's bank network, bringing the world of decentralized finance, i.e. DeFi, and traditional finance one step closer. So here, again, how they're mentioning that this is built specifically for banks, credit unions, and financial institutions. Look what happened 3 days prior to this announcement, right? We can see Vibrant Credit Union in Milan, Illinois, is working with the San Francisco-based distributed ledger technology company Metallicus to explore how it can adopt the firm's products and learn more about the use cases throughout the financial services industry. Interest in distributed ledgers and the digital assets often supported by the technology has waxed and waned over the past decade before the highly publicized fall from the grace of Sam Bankman-Fried, co-founder of the new defunct cryptocurrency exchange FTX, saw many tech-forward executives hold fast or retreat. Now, why did I highlight this? To again, full circle, like I mentioned we would do, what did this gentleman here say? Pay attention to detail. If you're still freaking here, listen to what this guy says.
When you saw the CDFI lenders like BlockFi and Nexo and Celsius kind of blow up, right, due to the contagion, did DeFi blow up? No, they didn't.
Right? Even in the wake of all the collapses and the turmoil that happened in 2022 and 2023, guess what didn't collapse? DeFi. DeFi did not go away. DeFi did not go bust. It is only going to continue to grow. And people, they don't want you to know that. They do not want you to know that you can be your own bank. They don't want you to know that you can put your crypto to work for you. They don't want you to know. Oh my gosh, people, you got to wake up. Wow. All right. So Metallicus debuted its Metal blockchain banking innovation program in January. The company's subject matter experts work alongside banks and credit unions to develop roadmaps for adopting distributed ledger systems while remaining compliant with regulatory guidelines. Key highlights right there. That is extremely important. Hint, hint, because guess what we have coming up later on this year and heading into 2025? Regulations. Other credit unions that have joined the program include the $1.9 billion Asset Meritrust Credit Union in Wichita, Kansas, and the $4.8 billion Asset Fairwinds Credit Union in Orlando, Florida. Wow, what a freaking mouthful. But now that the video breakdown's over, we can get to the meat, the good, the juicy stuff, showing you all how you can make your crypto work for you. If you stuck around to the end of this video breakdown, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe, showing you guys the developments behind the scenes in the DeFi space, in the digital asset ecosystem that the mainstream is just not going to show you. Why? Think about it. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that you can take your XPR, you can go to metalxpools.com, right? And you can be a liquidity provider. You can earn 35 freaking % APR by providing liquidity to this pair, XUSDC XPR. Now, some people might be like, oh, that's not a lot of money, 35%. Find me a traditional investment, find me a bank, find me anything in the old realm of investing that will yield you 35 freaking % APR in a year, people. Find me, please. I'll wait. Find me one that will provide you 14% APR. You can't. Find me one that'll provide you 34% APR. Here you can see it literally right in your face. If you had, let's just say $100,000 in XPR as an example, not saying that you have that amount of money, but if you did, you could go and lend that liquidity to this platform, be a liquidity provider for the specific trading pair, and you could make $35,000 in a year, right? This is not a concentrated liquidity pool. This is a wide range liquidity pool. So you're less susceptible to impermanent loss. And again, your crypto is working for you. To reiterate back to what I said, vast majority of people, let's just say in the XPR community, the Metallicus community, are just holding the digital asset XPR, hoping for some massive bull market cycle. When in reality, they are literally telling you all that they're making developments behind the scenes in the DeFi space to expand the DeFi ecosystem. Well, jumping on a DEX and being a liquidity provider is part of decentralized finance, right? And here you can see directly from Metal X, you can go and be a liquidity provider for an XPR trading pair. So if you hold the digital asset XPR and it's not making money for you, what are you doing? Most likely it's due to the lack of education or the fear that has been installed into you over the past consecutive couple of years because of the recent market downturn, that you need to just hodl tight and you need to have your digital assets in a freaking cold storage wallet collecting dust, when in reality, that is not the road to riches. So many blessings to you guys. I hope that you all enjoyed this video breakdown, always bringing you all the realest information, keeping it real. I'm not trying to shill anything, and I'm not telling you guys that decentralized finance is for everybody, because it's not. There is a learning curve. Yes, you're going to have to go out of your comfort zone, put in some elbow grease, read some documents, and watch some videos. But again, that is why we're curating a DeFi university here at Cyprx that will be released in the next couple of weeks, so that way you all can learn this stuff in depth, hands-on, showing you guys from beginner level perspective all the way to an advanced level perspective on how to get involved in DeFi. Many blessings to you guys. Do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.